Hi everybody, this is Jamie Gleason at stampwithjamie.blogspot.com. I almost got that incorrectly. Today we're going to be making a retro card. Is that the best? If you know anybody who was born in the 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe grew up in that era, or just loves the classic look of retro TV in black and white, this card is for them and for you. What we used is the Stay Tuned bundle. When you purchase the bundle, you'll get the stamp set and the die set. And when you buy them together, it is 10% off. The supplies we're using are listed here. Go ahead and take a screenshot of that so you have them, but I'll also list them in the description below. Let's go ahead and get started. This is one of my favorite stamp sets. These are the papers we're going to use. I've gone ahead and put these together so it might make it quicker because there are a lot of little pieces in here and it gets quite fiddly. Get our cardstock. This is our base and what we're going to do, and as you can see, I have these cut on these dimensions. Now I'm going to put this one, I'm using a different one. You can use, this comes from the neutral pack, and I'm going to use a little different, and this is going to have the stripes going down. And where are my tools? I thought I was prepared this time. Trying to get more professional, and they're over here with my Stampin' Seal. I'm going to use Stampin' Seal for this project. Maybe not all of it, but Stampin' Seal is more forgiving. This is the glue. I'm sorry you can't see me right now. This is the glue. This glue will stick anything down. And this is the Stampin' Seal. It's a little more forgiving, so if I use the Stampin' Seal and then I come back, go, oh no, I put it in the wrong place. Let me move this down a little bit. Hold on so you can see my hands. Hold on just a second. Let me rearrange this. There we are. And if you come in and you try to take it off with the Stampin' Seal, you can do that. But when you do it immediately, but if you wait, then it'll take more time. Hey, how about we have a light on here so we can see what we're doing? So I'm going to take that Stampin' Seal, take the lid off. That would be helpful. And put that right down here. Okay, I think that's pretty straight. And then we're going to take this piece, this is our basic gray, and we're just going to butt it up right against there. And put that on there. I do put a little bit more on the edges so it doesn't come up on the card. And you could use glue as well. A lot of people use glue. And there we have we're ready to go. Now, this is where it gets kind of fiddly. I like that word, fiddly. I don't know why I say it. I've been saying it recently. I'm getting my chamois. This looks dirty, but it's clean. That even looks worse, but this has, you can get this at Stampin' Up. Go to my website and you can order your chamois. Okay, next we're going to, let's go ahead and stamp that TV. So I've labeled everything. So we're going to stamp the TV onto the gray. And I need woo, there are antennae, don't lose those. And there we go. And we're going to stamp that right onto here. Oh, now I need a bigger block. All right, I'll be back. I'm over here again. Sounds like I'm still with you because I have the microphone on my lapel, if you will. All right, let's go ahead and get the ink. Push that down. Now I've got this camera above my head and I can't look over. I might have to bring this here because if I look over the project, then I will hit my head. All right, I'm going to bring this down so I can see it. Ah, very good. Now we're going to be cutting this part out, so that's okay if it's got a little schmooky on there. I'll erase it anyway. Okay, so we won't use this part. Go ahead and clean that. And I'm going to go ahead and No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to run this through the die cutter, the emboss and die machine. Let me put this over here. I'll go ahead and put it on so you can see it, so you can see how this works. Let me back out just a little bit. So we're going to get our die for the TV. And we've got, look, hold on just a minute. Gotta get our plates. So much for being prepared today, let me tell you. Okay, so we're going to put our plates down. We use 1, 2, number 3, and then we're going to sandwich that in there. So here's our TV. Now I have this, it's called washi tape. It's just something, it sticks a little but not too much. So I use that to line this up just like so. And then I'm going to put the TV part because we're going to pop that out, that center. Let me get it on there. Huh? There we go. Okay, I'm going to get another little piece of the washi tape. And you can get these on Amazon, scrapbook.com. Okay, ready to go. I hope you all are doing well today. I know I am. It's been hot here in Northern California, so I had to take a walk very early this morning so it would still be cool. Okay, let's see what we have. All right, so we have this center. We will not be using that because we're going to have a white center. We've got this. That's a little stuck, not too stuck. And there's a scrap piece. Let me go ahead and put this back in. I learned if I don't put it back in where it goes right away, I lose it. And once it's fallen on the floor, it's pretty much gone. I can't find it after that. I'll put that washi tape away in just a bit. And we will use this piece. Okay, we have the TV. Now what we're going to do, because we want the middle to be white. Okay, so I have the 2.5 by 2. I labeled it TV insert so I wouldn't forget. So we're going to need that insert again. And what did I tell you? I can't find it. Here it is. Man, maybe you guys can help me. This one I don't need to put washi tape on really because it doesn't have to be lined up with the stamp that I put on. But I'll put it on there anyway because this is a bit of a small piece of paper. All right, let's take it through again. But anyway, back to the heat. It has been up to 104 here. And that is just hot, right? Now, let me put this down. Okay, take that off, get rid of the glare for you. So now we have that white piece. So that's the piece that's going to have the little bits of color on there. This I'm going to throw away, put it over here. Sometimes I keep those as scraps because there's often something I want to cut out or use that's small enough that I can use that. All right, let's see what we have here. Let me sit back down. We have this here, this here. Let's make sure we're always referring to the card. Where's our card? Where's the base? See, I told you, I just can't find things. What did I do with it? There it goes. Stamp and lose. That's what happened to the, oh my goodness. Where did it go? Is it under here? No. You guys are, let me back up. Maybe you can help me find it. What did I do with it? There's this card. There's the Stampin' seal. Here are the markers. Let me put these over here. Well, here it is. Shoo-wee. Okay, so what we're going to do now I can't, I'm telling you what, I'm losing my marbles even more so than I usually do. There we go. Whew, we don't want to put it on upside down. So now we're going to put the white in here. And what I do is I just tape it. I use some, you know, just regular old Scotch tape. So it's in there. Sorry about the reach. Let's put this here and this here. Okay, there we go. That just keeps it from moving. All right, a little piece on there that shouldn't be. Just cut that off. There we go. Okay, we have the TV. Yay, good. I hope I didn't put that upside down. So that's going to go here, but first, before I put it onto the card, I'm going to get all these little pieces. There's a die cut, and it looks like this, or I should say a die, because it hasn't cut yet. It looks like this. I'm not going to cut those pieces. I already have them out because it would take us forever. But what you'll want to do for the TV part, you will want to get a piece of paper at least this size. Let me go ahead and zoom in a bit. And the way I did this, pretend like this is colored paper. So let me zoom in even more. So what I do is I put, let's say this is the berry burst color. I would put it over part of it, and then maybe the other, let me do it this way, because we have 3, and then we're going to have 3 here. And then I would put this one here and run that through the die cut machine. Or you can just get one piece. And you might be thinking, well, it's easier to do it this way, but then you'd have to do each color. You'd have all reds, real red, pumpkin pie, etc. I do it this way to save paper, but it's completely up to you. Now, here's another fiddly part. That's a new word I use, so I'm using it, it seems a lot. So I'm going to get my pieces, and I'm going to see, it looks like on the card, there's the big ones are on the edge. Maybe it's big, little, big, little. I don't always look at the die to see. I'll just put them in here. Let's see. How about like, yeah, that looks good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a Stampin' seal go straight across. This is the easiest way I have found. And we're just going to start putting those. Actually, I start in the middle. If you start in the middle, oops, then you can work your way out, and you know that it's centered. Not that it needs to be. Oopsies. I want that down a little bit more. It doesn't need to be centered, right? Let me put this one here. See how easy that is? Instead of trying to get glue on every little piece, I'll put this one here, only because I want to have a different color between that one. We can move this over a bit. See how forgiving the Stampin' seal is? All right, there we go. Let me back out a little bit. So we have our TV. Now, we're not going to put it on just yet. We're going to cut out the antenna and the knobs, because I like those knobs. They're different than a different color. And they pop out a little bit. Let's put our cards here. This is the die for the knobs. You also will have this piece. I think this piece is used if you want the speaker down below. Oops, you can't see what I'm doing. If you want the speaker down below. Okay, so we're going to put this on the die machine. Here's our little piece of basic gray. And I don't need this part, so I'm just going to do it partially. Okay, let me get that die machine again. And here we go. We'll have a close-up this time. I apologize for that. We'll just run it through. There we go. You can see you can see the crank. You see me cranking it out. Okay. Get this out of the way. I usually tape my mat down. For some reason, it's not going. So I'm just going to tape the edges. That way it's not moving around all over the place. And there's my arm. Okay. We have our knobs. Move this over here. And they just pop right out. Let me get rid of this. Now you might find that they're stuck in there and you're saying, well, how do I get those out? They're not coming out. Well, then you get a pen, and of course I can't find my pen. I thought it was here, so I'm just going to get something pointy. Oh, what is that? I don't know what that is. Something's sticking. Well, I usually have a straight pen. Huh. Well, try to get it out. Let me try to hit it. There's one knob. It's really stuck in there. Let me see if I can find my straight pen. I have a straight pen nearby because that's going to help you with this. Oh boy. Let me try to. I'm just trying to blow in the. Well, that is not coming out. Sometimes you can bang it. Ah, there it is. And a hole in my paper. Okay, let's go ahead and put those on. What we're going to do, now this one I will use the glue because it's smaller. And I'm just going to put a little bit here. Oopsies, that's more than a little bit. And then we're going to take our knobs and put them on. Now glue will probably push out from there. That's okay. Oops. This is the little, there we go. There's a little glue, but we can wipe that off easily enough. Okay, let's see what else we need to do. We need the antenna and then these bursts. So let's take a look at the antenna. Go ahead and get that die out, and we're going to have it. This is that piece that I cut out from the TV. That was the center, and I'm going to use that for the that I used out for the TV, and I'm going to use this for the antenna. Okay, we'll go ahead and put a little tape on there to keep it in place. Hang on just a second while I cut this out. Talk amongst yourselves. And if you like these videos, please click like. I'd appreciate that. And also I want to get to know you. I want to get to know, what you like, what you think. Let's go ahead and move these out of the way again. Okay, and here, oh, I forgot to stamp it. Oh, well. And then here we are with the fiddly bits. Let's see. Do I want to redo that? I can leave it black and that looks fine too. I think that's fine. But I have another little scrap piece, so let's go ahead and stamp it on there. Since we have the stamp here. And we have our small. Okay, so this is just a scrap one I did. I'm not going to be, well, I could use it. So I'm just going to stamp right in the middle there. Well, here we go again. I put things all over the place. Okay, about like this. Do it sideways. Oh, that didn't turn out well. I missed some of it. Turn out sideways. There we go. Okay, I will wash that later. You always want to put your lids on, because let me tell you something. I put my hand in this before. All right, now we're going to put the die on and cut that out. There are two dies for the antenna. There's one that's thicker, which is the one I'm going to use. And then there's also one that has skinnier antenna. So if you got a skinnier antenna, if you grew up in that era, then you could use that one instead. I remember when I was a kid, yes, I'm this old, we had antenna on our TV. Yes, TV. There was only one. And sometimes the reception was so poor, we'd have to either put aluminum foil on the antenna or somebody had to hold it, stand there and hold the antenna to get a better reception. Yeah, those were fun days. Okay, we have a few more cutouts that we're going to do. And let's go ahead and put this on. Wait, what happened? What? Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'm telling you. I mean, and here's that thinner one. It looks thinner. You can compare the two. All right, let's get back in action here. So here's our antenna. I'm not going to put it on there yet. I'm going to wait till I stick this down because I'm going to use some dimensionals to make that pop up. But now we are going to make, let me make sure I put everything away. I've already lost one thing that I borrowed from somebody. That's not good. And I don't know what I did with the paper. How about that? Now I need to get the paper. We're going to get Summer Splash, Pumpkin Pie, and Berry Burst. So I'm over here in my stash. And again, I'm telling you, I just use scraps. Here's a scrap. That's our Summer Splash. We'll use a scrap from the Pumpkin Pie. There's a Pumpkin Pie. That's a big scrap. And what color else? Berry Burst. Let's go ahead and get a scrap from that one. Now I'm going to cut these down because they're too, I'm not running this big old thing through the die machine. So I'm going to cut this down to about, I don't know. I'll leave that one alone. How about, this is too big, but I thought I had these. Once again, thought I had them. Okay, so here's for our pumpkin pie, and then we'll have a little piece for the berry burst. This is the Stampin' Up! Paper cutter, and I really love it. I've had a lot of paper cutters, And here's our berry burst. And this one really, I just like it. It has centimeters, it has inches, it has this swing out, which most do. If I could swing it out, most do have that swing out. So you can get larger pieces of paper, but I just really like this one a lot. Okay, let's see if the die will stick on this. And here we go. And here's the burst. Oh yeah, that's not that it would stick, if it would fit. All right, so we're going to make 3 of these, right? So I'm going to do this quickly so it doesn't take too much time. I should have had some of them prepared ahead of time. I could have done that and it saves some time, but that's okay. Things happen. Okay, as you can see, we've got this one. There's that one. And we're going to do another one in our berry burst. I love these colors. Oops. There we go. Sorry if that was a big glare. So I hope everyone, like I was saying, is doing well today. I want to thank you. I'm not finishing. It sounds like I'm finishing up. Thank you for joining. And again, if you like the video, please like and comment. Here we go. We've got that one. And then we just have one more, our pumpkin pie. Put those here. And that one here. Yeah, go ahead and like and comment on the video and subscribe. If you're looking at this on YouTube, subscribe. Now you might be thinking, well, of course I'm watching it on YouTube. I also have this on my website, my blog site. And we have the last one. See how easy that was. Put that away. So oh, it's stuck in there. Oh no, not another one that's gonna stick. This is why you need that straight pin. Oh, I can't believe it did it again. Here we go. I might I'll hold off on that. I don't want you to have to sit and watch me mess around with that and waste time. You understand how it goes. Okay, I think we're finished with the die cut machine, so I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way. Okay, I think we're ready to assemble. We just need that one more where it says Your Classic. I can do that in just a bit. There's an extra one of those. All right, whew, getting a lot of stuff done here. So we're going to go ahead and put now here's what I do, put the burst down. Here's what I do with this. Stampin' Up! Does sell a glue that makes smaller. It's more fine tip, but I just put a big blob in the middle And then I just use whatever's on the end. I don't really squeeze out anything. Okay, I'll put that one about here. It's easy to line, oops, it's easy to line up on this paper. Might have to smash that down some. Okay, and we've got our summer splash. Put this one again, just teeny little dots. There we go. Put that one about here. And I don't have the pump. Oh, hey, where'd this come from? No, that's too big. That won't fit in that hole. Let's see if it does. Nope, I knew it'd be too big. That's okay. We won't put that on there. I don't want you to have to sit through that. So let's go ahead now and put the TV on. And we're going to use some dimensionals. Dimensionals are these, and it just makes the piece pop up. So as you can see, they're foam, they're thicker. So let's put that on here, And then the marking on there is just, I put that on a pin so I'd know if I'd already peeled the top off. I'm going to put one over that and over here. So then I know, oh, I've already taken the backing off of there. Right. These are being kind of sticky as well. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. I don't like my videos to run too long. But if things get stuck and funky, then I guess it has to be. Right, and so I'm going to put that, now that's sticking out a little bit. I'm going to put a little more tape on the back. So I don't want that to, you know what I mean. Now I'm only doing that. That's just regular Scotch tape, so this doesn't pop out. All right, here we go. We're just going to place it right about, how about there? And we could have gone a little higher on that. And this one, if I could get it out of the die, we would have put that down there. Okay, we are almost finished. Let's go and put the antenna on, if I could get it. Again, I'm going to use that glue. I won't do the top because this is going to pop out some. It won't touch. We'll just put it right there. Let that dry. And it's going to stick out as well. Okay, but we want to make it a nice seal. Okay, now we're going to do this last part. Again, let me look for a scrap piece of paper. I don't think I have one small enough. So we will go ahead and use this big sheet, which I don't, oh, but that's perfect. I don't want to use that sheet. Oh, look, I can use this, maybe, if it fits. Okay, let's go ahead and find these are photopolymer, and so they just stick on there, stick off, stick on, stick off. All right, I'm putting that there so I don't lose it. Make sure, yeah, your classic. As you can see, there's a lot of different ones. Newsflash, happy birthday, you're super. So we could have used any one of those. Okay, let's see. That doesn't fit too well. Nope. I'm going to have to use a different scrap. I know I have more. There we go. I can just use this. Let me ink that again. Go ahead and there we go. Okay, put the lid on that so I don't get it on my elbow. Now we're going to cut this, and I'm going to just cut, well, you know what? I'm not going to cut it with the scissors. I go ahead and cut it with this. Oh no, I just noticed that this is, I can't have that. Let me stamp it again. All right. Put it over here. There. Okay. Now let's cut it. I'm going to cut it as close as I can to the top. I don't know if you can see me here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, let me go ahead and cut this little piece off. So now if you notice, this one is at an angle. kind of like a parallelogram. You know, I have it like that. So here's how you do that. You're going to cut. Oh no. Oh, is this the one? Oh yeah. You're going to cut it at an angle. It doesn't matter how. I'll cut it because what I'm trying to do is imagine like a line going like this. So I'll just kind of imagine and say, okay, let me line that up. Like, that did not just happen. Let's pretend it didn't. And then what you're going to do is line this up with the line, one of these, okay? That's how you get the same measurement. And I'm going to scoot it over just a bit. I'm going to pretend that that C was not cut off. And there you go. You're a classic. And I used the dimensional for these as well. And where'd they go? I work with it and then I put it away and I don't know what I've done with it. Okay, well, here they are. Yeah, it's crafting is kind of rough. I'm just going to put it in the middle like that. That works for me. And then you would put it down like so, or put it wherever you want. Now I'm going to come back because I'm going to send this card out. I'm going to come back and fix that. I just didn't want to take the time to do it. So here is your finished product. Pretty quick and easy. And again, I use that tune-in bundle. It's trying to get rid of the glare. You get the stamp set and the dies. I keep mine in here, but yours won't come this way. I just do it this way after I receive the product. And it's a bundle. Bundles are always 10% off. Okay, again, I am Jamie Gleason. I'm at jamiegleason.blogspot.com. And hey, if you like the video, you can just follow these steps. Go ahead and click like. Let me know you liked it and let me know why you liked it. Give a comment below, and if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, that would be awesome. You can also click on a bell, and that way you'd be notified whenever I come out with a new video. All right, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for coming. That looks kind of weird, huh? Thank you so much for coming, and I'm glad that you will enjoy this card. Thank you. Bye-bye.